Bad Batch?
Yeah, the Bad Batch season 2, episode 4 called
Faster.
That makes sense.
Anyway, we're gonna spoil the fuck out of it.
Yeah. So there's your spoiler warning. Don't come at me if we spoil something. I've got to say, is there much to spoil? Is there much to spoil in this one? It's like every week I got to remind myself, like, I'm not a 10-year-old, and this isn't like I'm not the demographic the show is written for. So this one particularly, though, even within that framework,
even by the standards of entertainment for children, this was a filler episode.
So tell us what happens.
Okay, so we open up on Ord Mantell. We get that nice establishing shot. In Sid's bar, Tech is sitting at the bar doing tech things. Wrecker is losing to Omega in claymation chess.
By the way, there is a weird simp movement on Facebook for Tech.
Really?
I don't get it.
Yeah, that's weird. Because like his defining physical features, that incredibly pronounced hairline.
I've seen more than one female Star Wars Star Wars fan on Facebook like fucking turning their vibrators on for Tech.
All right.
And it's like, look, like you're attracted to who you're attracted to.
Yeah, that's fine.
And I'm surprised that more people aren't into Wrecker, honestly. If we're going there,
he does have himbo energy.
Yeah, like you know the dude has a big fucking dick.
Yeah. Anyway.
Children's show. Not supposed to be thinking about that.
Anyway, Sid comes in and says, "Hey, clean all this shit up. I got a job for you." And like
that's how every fucking episode starts.
Except this time, Hunter and Echo are out like delivering chicken nuggets to someone. Or
literally chicken nuggets.
Yeah. So it's just Tech, Wrecker, and Omega. We don't have time for a briefing. Just get on the fucking shuttle. We're going. So they go to Safatoma, which I'm not sure if it's the planet name or the city name, but they arrive.
Yeah.
Sid takes them down to a racetrack, and they got these speeders that are driving around really fast, and they got blasters and shields, and it's basically Mad Max.
It's pod racing.
Yes,
it's pod racing with shields and blasters.
Pod racing with guns.
Yeah.
Sid is sponsoring a racer, a droid by the name of Teo.
Yeah.
Do you know who is voice acting Teo? Because I meant to look it up.
I meant to look it up too because it sounded really familiar. You know what? You keep going, and I will look it up.
So they go down to the pits, and they meet Teo, and Teo's just this arrogant prick of a droid.
Yeah.
Like, he's just a huge jerk. He's like,
I kind of
allow Teo to tell you how to do everything. He refers to himself in the third person, which is also really fucking annoying. Tech is looking at this speeder and is like, hey, this speeder fucking sucks. Like, it wasn't meant to race. And Teo's like, well, that's why we modified it, idiot.
Ben Schwartz.
Ben Schwartz.
Oh, it's the guy from fucking Parks and Rec. The guy that plays John Ralphio. Yeah.
That explains it. Okay. So this alien.
That's fucking hilarious. He's really funny.
Yeah. So this alien by the name of Malagi. Am I pronouncing that right? Malagi?
I guess.
I think so. Malagi shows up, and he's got some guys with guns. And he's like, he addresses Sid by her full name, which is Sidarin Scaleback, which
I didn't know.
Feels a little racist.
It is a little. I feel like it is a little racist, but it was like, oh, that's because I thought he was joking at first, like he was just calling her something.
He's
I was
just
like,
using her full name.
Oh, because her name's Sid. That actually kind of makes sense.
Yeah.
So yeah, but now we know Sid's name. We can fucking go to sleep tonight.
So Malagi is sponsoring another racer here, who just takes the opportunity to just talk a bunch of shit.
His best friend, my army.
Yeah, Wrecker's like, well, what did he say? And Tech's like, you don't want to know. Which is, translation, he was fucking cussing us out.
Yeah.
Malagi's like, well, you got your fucking racer, I got my racer. Why don't we have a side bet here? Sid? Sid's like, absolutely. So Malagi fucks off. Tech is like, well, by the way you guys were talking, it feels like this bet is kind of personal. And Sid's like, it's not personal. It's just business.
So they fucked before, right? That's the impression. That's the impression. They like there was for a show with kids, for kids. There seemed to be a little bit of sexual tension between the two of them.
I could see.
Which I'm not even going to ask how that works. I will say though that the guy, what's his name?
Malagi,
is the same species as in The Force Awakens when Finn and Han and Rey go to Maz Kanata's bar. He's that big fucking dude with the lady sitting next to him.
And she goes fucking talks on the council.
Right. He's the same kind of alien.
So Malagi's guy by the name of Jet Venom, which is a very Star Wars name.
Yeah.
And Teo are first and second in the next race. They're driving around really fast. They arrive at Gambler's Gulch, which is this set of 3 tubes that go through the racetrack.
It's literally from what is it? Podracer N64.
Yeah,
the game.
I believe it.
Yeah.
So Sid is like, now Teo, no matter what you do not take the left tunnel. It's a fucking death trap. You're gonna die. I'm gonna have to repair your speeder. It's gonna be real expensive. Just don't do it.
They even have a hologram like X in front of it, so like clearly you're not supposed to go through it.
Teo's like, Teo knows what to do.
Yeah. Which, by the way, as soon as I saw that, it's like somebody's taking that motherfucker later on.
Yeah. So everyone goes through the middle tunnel. Teo is right behind Jet. Malegi has a second guy in the race who like fires a grappling hook that holds Teo's speeder in place so that fucking Jet's speeder can eject a buzzsaw at the back and like cut his engine.
It's literally Mad Max. Or what is that? What is that other old 80s racing movie where they like race cross country? Maybe. No. I don't know. I wasn't even born yet. I don't even know. I don't think I've seen it. I've only seen that one part where like a thing comes out of the car and like saws through the other car or something.
Anyway, Teo's speeder fucking crashes and explodes and like it's wrecked. Teo is in pieces. It's a huge fucking disaster. So Sid and the Bad Batch, what's left of them, go down to look at it, and Tech is like, yes, I can fix this because I can fix everything because I'm a huge fucking nerd. Teo is
sexy nerd, apparently.
Busted up, yeah. Malegi is like, hey, I'm here. Now give me my fucking money, Sid. Sid's like, I'll get it later. You know I'm good for it. Malegi's like, that's not how this works. You give me my money right fucking now. And Sid's like, well, I brought these guys for security, so they should probably be pulling their fucking guns right now.
Wrecker, how have you not thrown a bomb at someone yet? Like, what the fuck? And like,
Wrecker and Tech reach for their guns, and Malegi's guys pull up their guns, and it looks like it's gonna be a good old fashioned shootout. When Omega's like, well, wait a minute. How much money does Sid owe you? And Malegi's like, a lot.
Yeah.
She owes me a lot of money. Like way more than your allowance. A lot.
More than Elon Musk has, which is not a lot.
Omega's like, well, how about we do double or nothing? Malegi's like, you don't want to do this, kid. And Tech and Wrecker are both like, you don't want to do this, kid.
I love how Sid gives her a look like, would you shut the fuck up?
And Omega's like, no, actually, I do want to do this. So seriously, double or nothing? Malegi's like, yeah, it's your funeral. But
you're a minor and you can't agree to a contract or anything, but why the fuck not?
You know, but we're criminals, so we don't give a fuck about contracts. And also, I'm going to take Sid with me, you know, just as collateral because she still owes me a lot of money right now.
We're going to go talk about collateral.
Yeah. So Tech and the pit droids are putting Teo and the speeder back together. And Teo's like, can you like put my arm in another way? Like, let me show you how to do it because you're obviously doing it wrong. And Tech just kind of fucking ignores him. Wrecker's like, well, why don't we just fucking hunt down Malegi and shoot him? And like get Sid back that way. And Tech is like, well, the thing is, Malegi has a bunch of criminal friends. And like if we do that, then those friends are gonna come after us and it's gonna be a big mess. And
then just kill them too.
Yeah.
Like, fuck, you got Wrecker. Like, did you see the man in the last episode with a fucking cannon just going at it? Like, I wouldn't worry about it.
Teo's like, by the way, the last person who tried to stiff Malegi is like dead and their corpse is out in the desert somewhere. So, you know, maybe don't try to do anything funny. Tech is like, God, you know, Sid just has all these weird fucking criminal friends that she keeps talking to and making deals with. And we're always having to bail her out. It's getting really fucking annoying.
Also, Sid's starting to get a little annoying for me.
Okay. Meanwhile, at Malegi's fucking penthouse, he pulls up with a bottle and a cup and like pours Sid a drink. And he's like, let's have a toast to old times. And Sid is like,
wink.
Number one, I'm not drinking your fucking booze.
Yeah.
Number
last
two,
time that happened,
I don't remember that night.
I'm not going to say anything other than it just was a little Bill Cosby.
God.
You guys remember when Bill Cosby?
Yeah.
He's on tour again, apparently.
Oh, God.
Talking about his life or whatever.
Anyway.
Not Star Wars.
Anyway, number two, Sid's like, I'm not interested in old times. You know, I've moved on from that. I've changed. I've become a new person. And Malegi is like, bitch, if I haven't changed, you haven't changed. No. Like, there's no fucking way.
Yeah, I guarantee you're at least a little sketchy still.
Sid's like, well, you know, I might surprise you. Malegi's like, I really doubt it. So the next day, they show up to the race. They're at the track. They're hanging out in the pits. And Tech is studying the track and what the other racers are doing. And Teo's like, That's stupid. Why are you stupid? Just don't worry about it. It's all about strategy and, fucking skills and fucking instinct.
Why are you the only clone with a receding hairline? Is it because you're the nerdy one? Can you explain that to me, please?
Tech is like, well, speaking of strategy, yours fucking sucks. You should use less power on your guns and more on your shields. And Tail's like, you fucking idiot. The best way to win a fucking race is if there's no other racers. So if you don't mind, I'm going to go over and get in my race car. And he gets hit by another speeder.
Yeah.
Like, before he can finish, it really is that abrupt.
It's so fucking hilarious, too, because I figured that Tech was going to be the one that ended up racing.
Yeah.
I didn't realize that there was like the one part of the episode I really liked. It was like, oh, all right then.
Malegi just strolls up and says, yes, Safatomo is a very dangerous place, which makes me think that he bribed the racer to fucking hit him.
Maybe, yeah.
But anyway, so they don't have a racer, so it looks like Sid's gonna have to forfeit, which is just not good for anybody. Tech is like, well, fuck it, I'll drive the fucking car. Malegi's like, oh, okay, it's your funeral. So the racers all line up at the starting line. They get introduced one by one. There's huge applause from the audience. And they get to Tech, and everyone's just fucking silent.
Yeah.
The announcer's like, Tech. Who the fuck is Tech? Like, is that's his whole name? Just Tech? Like,
I like how his reaction was like, whatever.
Yeah. So, race starts. Jet Venom, the bad guys guy, is in first place, and Tech is actually in last. Tech is like, yeah, no, it's fine. It's all part of my strategy. Don't worry about it. Wrecker's like, you kind of have to win to, go fast and not have bad things happen. Tech's like, don't worry about it. Just send me the schematics for the left tunnel on the track. And Omega's like, you're not supposed to go in the left tunnel. It's a desert. And Tech is like, just fucking do it. I'll figure it out. Don't worry about it. Wrecker's like, how are you going to analyze that while you're trying to go fast? And Tech's like, I can multitask. Don't worry about it. So he diverts all his energy from weapons to shields, which is that was like an X-Wing versus TIE Fighter thing, right?
It felt like it a little bit.
Yeah.
Like the whole power shunting thing.
Mm-hmm. And he's, rolling around. Some people are shooting at him, but he's fine. First lap, he goes through the middle tunnel, decides, I'm going too slow. I need to go faster. Let me just pull into the pits. Let me just fucking drop the guns off the front of my speeder and peel out. He's like, yes, I have less weight now. I can go faster. This is great. So he starts, actually making up time. And Omega is looking at the schematics, and she realizes why nobody ever takes the left tunnel, because like the bottom of it is missing for like half the length of the tunnel. And Tech's like, it's fine. I'll just scoot up on the side and we'll be fine. Omega's like, you have to be going really fucking fast to do that. And Tech's like, I got it.
Well, I can go real fucking fast.
I can go real fucking fast. Yeah. Don't worry about it. Also, the left tunnel is the shortest in terms of total length, which theoretically makes you go fast.
Yeah.
So that's what he does. He pulls into the left tunnel, fucking scoots up the side, and before the floor, when the floor comes back, he scoots back down. Mm-hmm. He's good.
It's also after did you mention he ditched his weapons?
Yep.
And, yeah.
Yep.
Sorry, I was frantically copy pasting something when you got to that part.
Yeah. So he's like up towards the front of the pack now. Malegi's guys go for their like grappling hook and buzzsaw maneuver again, and Tech is just like, bitch, I saw you do that yesterday. He just fucking dodges out of the way. Mm-hmm. Grappling hook grabs Jet Venom, pulls him back, and the buzzsaw goes into the second guy's engine, and they both fucking explode, and there's a huge dust cloud, and the answer's like, who's going to win? And of course Tech wins.
Yeah, of course. And then what's his name comes sliding in, stops, pounds on his ship, and says Poodoo, just like in episode 1.
Mm-hmm. Crowd goes wild. They love Tech now. Squad shows up to Malegi's place. They're like, hey, give us Sid back. And Malegi's like, all right, here's Sid. Sid's like, yeah, hey, thanks, guys. That was really great. I owe you one, and I'll definitely make it up to you.
Yeah.
Now let's get the fuck out of here. And so she goes out the door, and the other three are about to follow her when Malegi's like, hey, hold up a second. So, like, you totally didn't have to do any of that. You could have just walked away and left Sid alone. And like that's really commendable loyalty, but Sid doesn't always reciprocate that, so maybe you should watch your back.
Yeah.
That's the end of the episode.
Yeah, which I think that's something everyone kind of knows about Sid.
Sid's kind of sketchy.
Right.
She's been sketchy from the very beginning.
Yeah. To be fair, that's the kind of person that has been really thriving in this part of the Star Wars timeline.
Yeah.
Next episode is next week.
Yes.
Wednesday. We'll be talking about it.